outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First play and a first pass for Cousins.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man, once again it's Thielen. And some room to work. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen. 63 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
To throw is Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jalen Reagor,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. From the 27, Murray. That's going to be caught. Arcega right side. Touchdown, Giants. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. I mean, less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good work after the catch going to net him 23 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
This to C.J. Hand, the fullback.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The Vikings at 3-11 now on the year. They come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And this is a team that's not shown much consistency during this losing streak because they've never really looked like they've been ready to play. You question their motivation. You wonder what's going on with them. And I don't have a PhD in psychology, but the body language, it's awful.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Now Cousins. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mind.
Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want to put...
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And some space here. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Up the gun, Fournette. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Gano's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Fourth down, Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Fournette, a first down carry. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys have now moved out in front. Gano the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 86. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Now Cousins on 4th down.
Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, How do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 45 on second down, Cousins quickly finding Reagor. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. He'll get this right back to Reagor. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have retaken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
First down, Murray. This will be caught. It's Arcega-Whiteside. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard from 17 yards out as they have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Giants 24, Vikings 21. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
Already already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Murray. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. And they work this out past the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Murray now on 1st down. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside, finding space at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing again, Murray. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, as the first half is winding down. And the Giants go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
31, Vikings 21. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch, and at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Cousins. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. They still want to move at a nice pace.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now Murray off play action. Being chased out left. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 44, Murray. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for the Giants. And Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney from 4 yards out. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Cousins got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 4th down, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is going to pick up the Vikings 1st down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air. All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the 1st half have now followed them into the 2nd half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cousins. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 2nd and 12, Murray.
At the 24-yard line.
The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kadarius Toney with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
21. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down. Cousins now. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Cousins to throw it. Open man, once again it's Thielen. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. After the turnover, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
It's complete to Cook. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Cousins again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Murray going to fire one out wide. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, about that, a new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gano for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
59. Vikings 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game.
And now here is another interception.
And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say